just gaming and shit. I've been playing Call of Duty Warzone and Vanguard as well. I'm probably gonna hop right back on the game, but I wanted to show y'all something really important because timing is everything. So I'm gonna put you guys onto something within crypto to help you guys position yourselves. So there's a way that you can actually kind of know where Bitcoin's gonna go next. And by the way, when Bitcoin goes up, everything follows it right after, because Bitcoin is the catalyst for the crypto market. It's the first coin, the biggest coin, everybody knows about it. So when that starts going up, it attracts people to the cryptocurrency market. More investors, more money equals more price going up in every coin. So what I'm gonna show you right now, this thing is really slow because I'm streaming at the same time and my CPU power isn't that crazy. So when I stream and try to use the internet on this chart, it's super slow, but just bear with me. Bitcoin goes through something called the halving, and I'm gonna just click this link right here. This is referred to as the halving or halving. On November 28th, 2012, the block reward was cut to 25 Bitcoin per block. On July 2016, the block reward was cut in half again. And then finally, on May 11th, 2020, the latest halving of the block reward occurred. So about every 4 years, give or take, it might be a month or two off usually since it was made. So forget November. Well, November 4 years later is 2016. It should be November 2016, but it was July because that's just the way it worked. After that, after July, it kind of stayed around because May and July are close to each other. 4 years later, 2020, right? And 4 years from now, well, not from now, 4 years from May 2020, which is last year, it'll have another halving. Now, why is this important? Why does this matter to you watching? If you're watching this right now, you need to understand, why am I like see-through right here? Whatever, I'll fix that after. If you're watching this right now, that's better. If you're watching this right now, I'm trying to help you position yourself. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I want to show you how I'm able to kind of predict where the market's going to go based on this information. The halving is huge because all it means is that the blockchain automatically basically cuts the amount of money, limits more Bitcoin. So every time it's cut in half, mining earns you less Bitcoin, which makes the supply for it less and demand for it higher. Obviously, if I have this wallet and there's only 2 in the world, right? Or say there's 20 in the world, and then I have an automatic computer that destroys half of them, 10 of them. So now there's only 10 left in the world. Is the value of this wallet going to go up? Of course. This happens every 4 years with Bitcoin automatically. It's built into the blockchain. No one does this. It does it by itself. Why is that important? Because with that data, you can chart it and you can see what Bitcoin does. Because remember, this happens every 4 years around the same time. What does it do every 4 years? Look, see, I marked it. These black lines represent when Bitcoin halved. And check this out. This was July 2016, the first halving. We're going to leave this the first time by itself because the growth was so small. In percentage, it was a lot, but it was so small, you can barely see it. I'll have to zoom in way too much. I'm not trying to do that. So this was, let's just start with 2016, first halving. Halving happens, right? Bitcoin's at around $633, give or take. Could be a little higher, could be a little lower. It could be 350 or 600, around there. I just have to zoom in. I'm not trying to do all that for the sake of the example. And you know what? I'll get rid of the EMA like that. So all you see is this pretty chart, right? With all these trend lines. I'm gonna leave these pink lines on them. I drew these lines. I want you to focus on is this movement. This is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin right now. And the halving. Check this out. 2016, halving happens. Look, 2016 all the way to 2016 after the halving. What happens around August 2017, the year after, right? November starts going up and it reaches a peak in December, 1 year after the halving. So 1 year after the halving, it reaches a peak. This is December 19th. That's around the day, give or take maybe a 2 days off or 1 day off from the top of that time. The highest Bitcoin ever had been up till December 2017 was around $20,000. A lot of people remember it. Some people don't because they weren't in crypto. Anyways, Bitcoin did this same type of move a year after its inception. So after it was made, look at the halving as if it was being remade with less. So when it was first made, if I go back and zoom in, from the day it was made till next year around December, same thing, a year later, around December, reaches a peak. Check this out. The halving happened again, right? Because it happens every 4 years. This was in May 2020. This was probably, in my opinion, it's actually here. Here's the best time to buy. At this point, Bitcoin was at 3,500 around, right? $3,500 from 20,000. So it dropped. I don't know if you guys remember this time. This was last 2019. This was around right after COVID hit, I think. Nah, not right after COVID. This is before. This was before COVID hit. Everybody was quiet about cryptocurrency. Bitcoin there was no crazy hype behind it, right? This is the best time to buy always. For me personally, you do your own research, make your own decision, but obviously the price is the lowest. So this is when I usually like to get in Bitcoin, especially, but in the cryptocurrency market as a whole. So look, check it up. It goes up a little, nothing crazy, right? Starts shaking around 9,000, go give or take up here around 9K. You can see the price on the right hand side, right above right there, around 9,000. Okay, halving happens again. Why? Every 4 years, automatic. It'll keep doing that pretty much forever. It's gonna keep doing that. So halving 2016, 4 years later, May 2020. By the way, you can know when the next halving is gonna happen, but that's 4 years from May to 2020. So I mean, you don't have to prepare yourself yet. We're not that close, but this is the main reason why I wanted to show you this, guys. Cause let me slide this over. This shit gets me hyped. This is dope. A lot of money can be made if you properly execute and you know what you're doing. Again, not financial advice. Do your own research. So check this out right here, right? It's around $9,000. At this time, I was getting as much crypto as I could because I knew what was about to happen. Because why? A year after the halving, 2016, then at the bottom you can see 2017 December. Check this out. Halving around July, right? Around May, June, July, same season. Bitcoin has the halving. What happens after? Starts going up. Now check this out. You might be saying like, but it went up already, right? Check this. This is April 2021. If we look at this right here, Bitcoin from this around 600. Let's go around. Let's give it take April of 2017. Let's see what it started doing. So this one's a little bit behind or ahead. May, June, July. This one's a little ahead, so it'll be later. But check this out. Around June, March, April, May, June. So this one, it's funny. The halving almost the same as this halving over here, but it's a little bit of months after this one. So that means the months that it starts going up is going to be later. So check this out. Let's call August 2017, right? The year after, or we could do June 2017. It has a nice spike up. It was at 300 low, it's 600ish to $2,500. That is a huge difference. Over here is around 300. We said 6, but it's really like let's say 4 to 500, all the way up to almost $3,000, right? That's a huge jump. Now, that kind of reminds me of this. Because look, watch this. That little hump you see, that percentage gain is similar to this. Check this out. 10,000 to what? 60,000. We'll call it 60,000, 62, 63,000, whatever you want to call it. And this is about the same amount of time from there to there is the same amount of time from here to here. Mind you, if I zoom in, it's going to take way too long because that's the load. When Bitcoin was first made to the first halving when it was made, it did the same thing, around the same percentage gains too. It was like from pennies to multiple dollars, which is the same amount of percentage gain. If you would have put money in this time or the other time when it was made, and you sold that same amount of time frame away from here to here, but back in the day when it was first made, you would have the same percentage gain. So if it went up 10 times, 10x, you would make 10x over there if you sold. Obviously, if you hold it from the beginning, from when it was made to here, you're making crazy return on your money, but most people didn't hold that long. Anyways, point I'm showing you this is you need to be able to see the trend and identify and kind of be able to see because we're so habitual human beings, it would affect the price of cryptocurrency. When you look at us on a chart, it's so easy to predict us and see how we move. Not saying you'll know everything and you'll always be right. Other factors do come into play, but it's funny on a chart because it'll show you this jump right here from 10 to 90 to 62K, very similar in percentage from here just to here. It looks small, but at the time, If I zoom in, it'll make this one look ridiculously huge, and it'll make this one will get a lot bigger if I zoomed in, and it'll look like a huge move because it is a huge move in percentage. But because the market keeps going, crypto keeps growing and Bitcoin keeps going, when big moves like this happen, they make these look smaller, even though this is a huge move from $500 to $20,000. Ridiculous percentage gain. Anyways, that happened around, again, December, right? Okay, look at this here. That's May 11th, 2020, right? It always happens a year after in December. So a year after in December would be 2021 December. What month is it now? We're in 2021 November. And what did we do in this month? In a couple days ago, not even that long ago, we passed our previous high, which shows we might be making another move that looks kind of like this, for real. Because when it got up here, everybody's like, yo, there's no way Bitcoin's gonna keep going, right? The people that didn't know about the halving and know how to read a chart well, they're just trying to make some money. It starts going down, they're like, oh man, we might be in a bear run. It might be over. What did we just see that? Right here. It went up. It might be over. Where might it be in a bear run? What happened after that, guys? November, October, and December came. That's what happened. October, November, and December. And then it hit a peak. Crazy percentage was made. Check this out. Look at this as a little hump. It looks huge. Pause. It looks huge. It looks huge right now. But over... It wasn't supposed to do that. It was supposed to play audio. It looks big right now. Pause. But it's supposed to... It's gonna get smaller as the chart grows more, because this move, this crazy from 10 to 61,000 move, what is that when it's at 100,000, when at $1 million, at $1 million? That's not gonna look that big, because you gotta think in perspective. That's how the chart moves. In 2018, this was huge. This move was this big on the chart, but it got smaller because why? Perspective changed. The chart, these moves got bigger. The numbers here have to be able to calculate the market. So if this is jumping from 10 to 60, that has to make this range look a lot smaller. It looks small, but this is a big jump from 600 around here. Look, this is 0, around 500 or somewhere around here, all the way up to 20,000, 19,533. That's what I marked, and I marked that a long time ago. So, guys, what I'm saying is, in December of this year, it's possible that the Bitcoin can be in a huge upright trend, meaning hitting new highs a lot of people didn't ever think was possible. I always knew it was gonna pass 100K. That should be easy from here, honestly, if it's doing this again. So anyways, let's look at it from here to here. So let's say this move is this move. Let's just say it, right? Let's pretend. Because remember, we're going based off history of how it moved in percentage. From here is $4,817 to $20,000. So that's not 10x. That's about 5x from there, right? So from here to here is 5 times your money. 5 times. So let's just call this 60,000. What's 60,000 times 5? 60,000 times 5 is over 250,000. It's like almost $300,000 a Bitcoin. So mind you, guys, if this is why I'm accumulating crypto right now, a lot of it. Me personally, do your own research and make your own decisions. I'm not a financial advisor. I just know how to look at charts. I've been looking at charts for a while, for a long time, like 5-6 years. I used to trade. I don't like trading anymore. I like to look at charts to identify a good entry. I get into an investment and I hold, because holding is way less stressful. I usually make more money because I just let it sit and it grows, instead of me trading and winning and losing and winning and losing. I don't like playing that game. I want to hop in and win big. That's what I'm about. So this thing could be potentially huge, man. This information I'm giving you right now on this live, if you're watching this and you don't know about crypto, learn about crypto, man. Learn about it. I'm telling you right now, crypto is gonna make millionaires and billionaires that you've never even heard of. Y'all see what's happening with NFTs, right? NFTs wouldn't be anything without Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the catalyst of all cryptocurrency. It's the digital gold of crypto. So The reason why I look at this chart, and the thing is, I'm not even trying to buy a ton of Bitcoin right now. I think if I were new to crypto, I would buy Bitcoin because it's the best coin to get in safe and kind of understand the market. It'll help you. It's like getting your feet wet into crypto. I'm personally buying a lot of other altcoins they're not baby altcoins, they're big altcoins like Ethereum, things like that. And I'm buying some Bitcoin too. You know, Bitcoin's good because we could really be in a crazy bull run right now. Like, I'm gonna say it again. This move you see right here can be this move. Same thing, but in just current times. You know what I'm saying? And look, the dip, oh, it's over. It's not gonna make it anymore. It looks pretty similar to this, or even this one, maybe you could call it. But I feel like it's more like this. It's crazy. So again, guys, remember that halving happened. The halving is a big deal. It gets cut in half, bro. The amount of Bitcoin that can be mined is cut in half. Mining Bitcoin is what puts it out to the market. The less mining, the less Bitcoin that can be mined, the less amount of money the less amount of Bitcoin out in the market, the less supply. The less supply, the higher the price. We all know that. That's common sense. You know what I'm saying? Rarity is a thing. That's why NFTs are huge. There's only like 6,000 of them or 1,000, whatever, depending on what NFT, or 10,000. And then when they go out, they're out. You can't buy anymore. You have to trade them. Now they've gained more value because think about that. The whole entire world and only having a certain amount of an item. Let's say it's 1 million, right? That's nothing. That's nothing. That's not even enough for half of every millionaire in the world to get a Bitcoin. 1 Bitcoin. Every millionaire in the world can't even get 1 Bitcoin right now because there's not enough Bitcoin for them to get 1 Bitcoin each. There's more millionaires than there is Bitcoin, and that is why cryptocurrency and certain coins have a lot of potential on the upside. Again, Bitcoin's the catalyst for crypto. So me looking at this chart and seeing that it could be a potential bull run and could be as crazy high in percentage, at least 5 times, let's just say. Remember, Bitcoin is the catalyst. When Bitcoin goes up, everything follows it because all the money comes into crypto. The eyes come into crypto. People go, yo, I got to get involved in these crypto. I want to make money off a coin. I feel like I missed Bitcoin. This is what people think. They're like, I feel like I missed Bitcoin. Or some of them say, I made money on Bitcoin, but I want to make more. And they get involved in other coins, and all that money trickles down throughout the market. And when you're dealing with coins that are at $1, even $3,000, $4,000, $20 cents, there's a lot of potential upside. So guys, I wanted to give you a quick video so y'all can just get a little heads up. I wanted to spread some value. Share this video with a friend if you think I did a good explanation of it. I feel like I did. And I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm about to hop on Call of Duty with my cousin in a little bit.